Alright, so I thought I would record my very first attempt at even remotely trying this. I haven't looked at the rules. I read down to do or die. The players must provide one or more six-sided dice. Six is good. So thank God I bought this huge pile of colored dice. I'll count out six dice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I thought, what the heck, man? I'll just literally, we can learn this. We can learn how to do this together. As sloppy as that'll be, as cumbersome as that might look, what the hell, right? Let's do it. Let's find out how difficult this is. Introduction. Raiders is a solitaire war game system. Okay, we engage in fierce combat in far-flung frontiers. The opposition force hostiles are controlled by the game system. A deck of operation cards. Okay. Scenario rules precedent. Each game is played in missions generated by mission cards. The system rules include a campaign game, allowing you to link all of them together into a larger campaign. We'll just do one mission tonight if we can. Wow, okay. Game terms. May. You can choose to take an action or not. Must. You have to take an action. Operating force. A group of units taking an action. Pick at random. Pick at random from the designated marker pool, right? So I'm sure those will have to be turned over. Roll against a value, roll a die, and then compare it to your unit's combat value. If the die is less than or equal to that factor, the die roll succeeds. If it is greater than the combat value, it fails. Example. Your unit has a combat value of 3. To destroy the hostile unit, it would require a die roll 1, 2, or 3 to kill it. Anything higher will miss. Sort through the markers and choose the one you want is called select. So they give you game terms, very cleverly written, very concise. They give you the game terms and what it means. No arguing about what may or must means. They tell you what may means, what must means. System rules, select the exclusive scenario. Okay, let's just pick. I'm hoping they're in order maybe. Scouting. Let's do scouting. You know what? I mean, it makes sense. We can't wage a war without doing some scouting. So let's pick scouting. Okay, see the exclusive scenario rules for exceptions to additional rules specific scenario. Okay, particular rules. The map. Staging areas. Special spaces where you start or potentially end mission. Spaces are locations where you place units. That's going to be these spots, right? Routes are the connecting lines. That's very cool. Recruit box. That's the square ones, I believe. The convenient place to put units that are not in play or were destroyed due to combat or other game actions. These units may sometimes be returned to play. Recruit boxes. Raider recruit box. Raider units eliminated. So we can pile raiders in these boxes. French alert. We have the Ranger recruit points. We have all of our tables on the map. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'm going to dig this. Alert, the enemy preparedness level. The higher the level, the more the enemy units will appear. Hostile bin, a wide mouth opaque container such as a coffee mug is convenient to draw the hostile units from. That's very cool, so I can't see it. I draw them randomly, and wouldn't you know it, I do not have a mug in my room here. Playing pieces. Friendly units are the raiders controlled by the player. Movement is the first number. Combat value is the bottom number. The type is the figure. Gear. Special equipment that the raider units can use. Hostile units. Combat movement. Basic number of spaces the unit can move in a turn. A mobile unit has a movement allowance of 1 or more. Elite, a unit with an enhanced tactical ability of +sign. That's pretty cool. Objective markers, special units of markers. Alert indicates the readiness of hostiles, RP, or recruit points. Cards, there are 2 types of cards mission. How to win. The game is played in missions. Each mission will require you to draw a mission card. This will state the objective. Oh, okay, so I have to draw that mission card. Okay, how to set up the game. Place all hostile mobile units in the hostile box placed on objective markers aside. So the hostile box. The hostile box. Place all hostile mobile units in the hostiles box. That must be the coffee mug that I do not have. So hostiles. They all say hostiles on them. There's objective, objective. Objective, hostiles. Boy, this is going to be fun. It's going to be one of those games that once you've played it once or twice, you're going to be able to pick up and play anytime. Also, I think all the other games are going to be very, very similar in their design, which means I'll be able to play those with just a few detail differences, probably. Hostiles. Okay, these are objective ones here, so we got to put all the hostiles somewhere. And I don't have a coffee mug, and I'm not going to pause because then I have to edit and then I have to render. So what I'm going to do is just randomly put these guys in a pile just like that, and I'll kind of shuffle them here a little bit. Oh shoot, I dropped them. They're not so random when I see them. Okay, come on. Let's just kind of randomly stack them here, and I'll just take them out of that pile. How about that? Okay. Let's get over here. Let's see. It's only 4 pages of rules. I got to be good at this, right? Shuffle the operations op cards. That's these. I did that already when I was making my opening video, but let's shuffle them again just so people know I haven't preset anything here. Okay, those are done. I'll put that mission card back just in case. Shuffle the mission cards together. Oh, cool. So they want me to shuffle 4 cards randomly, right? Okay. Okay, on a separate pile. Yep. Draw a random 1 mission card and read it. Okay, here we go. So we're getting started already. Mission is Frontier Raiding. Situation Alert Level 2. So where's the alert icon? There's an alert icon. I saw it earlier. There it is. Alert Level 2. That's freaking cool. So they're on Alert Level 2. Okay. Draw a random 1 mission card and read it. Place the objective markers on the map per scenario instructions. Okay. Mission, destroy the hostile village. Where is the hostile village? Does it say hostile village? Village. Well, maybe it tells me. Hostile village. Well, there's St. Francis. There's Chambly, St. Lawrence, St. Lawrence. I don't see hostile village. Execution. 8 ops. Holy cow. So I've got to execute 8 operations. Logistics 12 RP. Command 5. Success. Gain 1 op. Okay, let's double check this now. Place the objective markers on the map per scenario instructions. So where are my scenarios? Logistics. Okay, so the mission objective, what you have to do to win. Woo! Jiminy. You got to do 12 ops, 8 ops to win. Logistics, the number of recruit points you have to build your force. Oh, cool. So I'm going to get 12 points to build my force. So that's sweet. Let me put these recruits here. I got 12 to build my force. Command leadership, the stacking limit for raider units. Oh, sweet. So I can stack up to 5 units together. So a command is decided by how much I can stack. So in this particular mission, I could stack up to 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's pretty cool. You could have a pretty serious army right there. That's very cool. Okay, let's remove those. I was just looking. Very clever. Success. If you complete the mission, what you receive at the start of the next. Oh, wow. If you successfully complete the mission, what you receive the start of the next mission. I don't know what that means. It doesn't read quite right. Okay, so here we go. Draw a random mission card and read it aloud. Place objective markers on the map per scenario instructions. Now, I don't have a scenario here. Where are the scenarios? Oh, is this the scenario rules? Yep, scenario rules. Here we go. So I'm doing frontier raiding. The French and Indians have been settling the frontier ablaze. March across the country and destroy their base. Hot diggity. Hot diggity. Okay, is that all it says? Boat movement, ranger camp. Okay, it just says here, the French and Indians have been setting the frontier ablaze. March across country, destroy their base. Okay. The problem I'm seeing here is special units, marker objectives. Here we go. When setting up the game, place all the objective markers face down. All objective markers are placed on the map via the random location placement table Holy oh, this is too cool. 4, Fort Oswego. So we got to put an objective in Fort Oswego. Fort Oswego. Where's Fort? Oh my God, this is sweet. How many am I supposed to place? 8. Holy cow. I think that's every single one. This is a big mission. 6, Fort William Henry. Objective. 2, Fort Lewis. I think I already did. No, it's Oswego, Bull, Hunter, Fort number 4. It says Fort William Henry. Where's Fort Lewis? Fort Lewis, actually a blue one. 1, 2, 3. 7 is Ticonderoga. That's where they make all those pencils, right? We all know Ticonderoga. That's where they make all the pencils in the history of public school in America are Ticonderoga pencils. 5 is Crown Point. Crown Point. Crown Point. Where's Crown Point? I'm not seeing. Crown Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 6. Yeah, I only have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there supposed to be more than that? 10. Fort St. John. How about that? I didn't duplicate any rolls. Fort St. John is here. Okay, and I did not duplicate any rolls. However, I'm also... am I supposed to have more than 8? Because I only got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's double check that I should have more than that. Components. 8 missions, 8 mission and operation card, 18 mission and operation card, 4-page system rules, 2-page scenario sheet, 2 parts. If any parts are missing or damaged, please write. I don't think any are missing. It does not say operational rules, coordinated, scout, recon. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. Pick one operations card. The instructions on it are implemented by the player and may affect the space in which the force is moved. Okay, so here we go. Recruiting points. All right, so back to the top. We draw a random mission card. I did that. Place objective markers on the map. Did that. Create your starting force by purchasing raider units for the scenario with recruiting points. Create your starting force. Place these in the staging area per the exclusive rules. Exclusive rules. I don't see exclusive rules. Let's see. Double check. Map. Markers. Okay, so create your starting force by purchasing raider units for the scenario with recruit points. Place them in the staging area per the exclusive rules. The exclusive rules, I'm assuming... Hostile village. This remains the place. Markers explained. Okay, I'm not certain. Maybe I'm not supposed to put those upside down. Counter types. When setting up the game, place all the objective markers face down. All objective markers are placed on the map via the random location placement table. Oh, so I just put them all randomly. I gotcha. This is just the way it goes. If the dice roll would place an objective marker where there already is one, roll again. They are revealed only when the conditions apply. An operating ranger force is in the same space. You play a card which says to reveal it, or via the scouting rule. Okay, so I did that right. There's only 6. Okay, they're not related to the I need to win. Okay. Once an objective marker is revealed, it is one of the mission objectives. It remains the unit destroyed, etc. Movement effects, forces. Okay, markers explain. Depot, hostile villages, prisoners, intel, ambush, abandon, objective RPs, leaders, leader escape, boat movement gear, rangers camp, camp effects, Camp Destruction campaign game. Okay, I don't see this exclusive. Oh. Recruiting chart. Here we go. RP cost. Okay, I got 12. I can get a ranger for 2. This is very cool. Okay. So let's grab all of the... Let's spread them out where I can see what I'm doing here. Boats. Okay. A ranger camp costs 2. See scenario. Okay. Well, we're not doing that particular scenario. Ranger camp. We may need the ranger camp actually pretty bad. Man, this is going to be incredible. Sorry, you get to watch me learn how to do this. I think it's fun. I think it's worth it. Where's the ranger camp? Here it is. You can build this by having a raider unit in a space. Okay, so I can't do that until I'm in the space, it sounds like. We can build a camp. This is going to be so cool. Holy cow. All right. I've just never experienced stuff like this. So it's nice to realize I have very little experience with this. And it's wonderful to be surprised in our hobby. So, okay, where was I at? Okay. I was on... Okay, recruiting points. Each raider unit and gear costs a designated number of recruiting points as listed on the recruit table. Okay, so I can get a ranger. I'm not certain what a ranger is. That's a scout, scout, scout. So what does a scout cost? It doesn't say scout. That's interesting. Demolitions. Oh, here's a guy who's just blank. Scout. A lot of scouts. Gear. Scout. Interesting. Guides. Oh man, guides. Love it. There's a camp. Gear. Okay, it doesn't say. So, leader, see leader rule. I don't think there is a leader rule. It says, just says command 5 units a stack. Long rifles 1, hatchets 1, gunpowder barrels 2, boat 2, supplies 2, Indians. See ops card. No Indians on this one. Okay, leader escape table, Indian post. So leaders can escape. That's a trip. God, this is cool. Okay, so I get so many rangers here. I have no clue what success could bring. I do have to do 8 ops. So that would be 6 rangers, right? Each raider unit and gear costs a designated number of recruit points, as listed in the recruit player. Place a recruit raider units in any staging area. Place gear and raider units. I still don't know what a staging area is. I mean, which one of these is a staging area? Counter types, special units, objective markers, movement effects, markers explained, objective RPs, leaders, leader escape, boat movement, gear, ranger camp, camp effects, camp destruction. Nowhere does it indicate. So let's find that in here. That means it must be alluding to another rule in the book. Staging areas. Special spaces where your forces start and potentially end missions. Is there a role? Do I make a role for a staging area? Staging areas. Rogers Island and Fort Edwards. Okay, there we go. Very cool. So Rogers Island or Fort Edwards. So Fort Edwards, I think, was a issue. Was it not? No. Where's Fort Edwards? Here's Fort Edward right there, the big giant one. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I get 12 points. I'm going to go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take a scout. What's the white scout? 1, 2. I'm going to take 2 normal, 1 scout, and 1 demolition. That would be 4 times 2 is 8. So I'm down to 4. I have 4 points left. right? So 8 are going to go in here. I just picked them randomly. I have no clue what's on the front side of them. Okay, man, this is cool. Whoops! Oh no, I knocked off 2 objectives: Ticonderoga and Crown Point, Fort William Henry. So we've got a lot of objectives lined up right out of the staging area. So I should probably be dead pretty quick. This may be over pretty quick. Okay, now what? So I'm not going to spin them all. I'm going to do those 4. I'm not going to mess around with spinning any more than that right now. Okay. Banking. Any RP you did not expend during initial deployment can be saved in recruit units during the game. This is done by resupply and scouting segment on your turn. You can then buy additional gear in certain locations. Sweet. So right now, my recruit points, Raider recruits are here, so I can recruit and bring them on the map. But right now I have 4 recruit points banked. Operation cards and game tables can provide recruits. These units can be received at no cost in RP. That's cool. How to play the game. General. Game length. Stacking. Stacking is having more than 1 unit in a single space. You may have a number of Raider units in a single space equal to the command limit. Yep, that's cool. Leaders, gear, hostiles, and objective markers do not count against stacking. That's interesting. So we can stack leaders, gear, and hostiles on a space. Stacking is checked only at the end of movement segment. You may otherwise move any number of units through the particular space. An unlimited number of units may be stacked in a staging area. Very cool. Force. A force is a group of units in the same space conducting an operation together. A force can consist of a single unit. Operations. Each mission card will assign you a number of operations you can use during a mission. The number of ops is tallied in the number of ops cards remaining in the draw deck. One operation is defined as one... What? The number of ops is tallied by the number of ops cards remaining in the draw deck. One operation is defined as one Raider force taking the following actions. Oh man, so this has to have 8 ops. So we're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These we can put away, right? We only need 8 ops to win this game, which I probably won't finish tonight, but we're going to start. Okay, so when those cards are completed, alright, here we go. Each mission card will assign you a number of operations you can use during the mission. The number of ops is tallied, okay, right? One operation is defined as one Raider force taking the following actions: recruiting, movement, operations, card segment, combat segment, objective segment. Example, in one op, you may recruit a scout, then move one force, then draw an operations card. Oh, gotcha. So never mind. Ops are not just the cards. Okay, so see, this is why you read the rules, Jason, right? I'm trying to fast forward through the process. The cards are separate from the op. Okay. So on an operation, I can recruit or scout. I can move one force, then draw an operations card. And enemy forces are present in the force's space. You must engage in combat with those forces. If the force moved into the space as an objective marker, that revealed marker may result in another enemy force and a second combat. The revealed marker, so that's very simple. And the mission end. When you have conducted your last operation, the mission comes to an end. Okay. So here we go. Now movement. During a force's movement segment, you may move the operating force to any number of spaces up to its movement allowance. If you have more than 1 unit starting in the space, you may move some. Example, you have 3 units. Okay, so I can recruit and scout. The operating force can either perform a recruiting action or scout recon. 27. Let's look at 27 scout recon, because that's probably what I'm going to do right now. A force conducting an operation may attempt one scouting or recon. Conduct scouting during the resupply or scouting segment. The operation force must have at least 1 scouting qualified unit. These scenarios, and the adjacent to a space containing a face-down objective marker, execute the scouting procedure. Sweet. So Ops 1, I think I do have a scout. I do. And I can actually scout an adjacent objective unit face down, so I can do that as part of my op. Again, I get 8 ops. So let's go back to ops, make sure I do this correctly. Each mission card will assign you a number of operations you can use during a mission. The number of ops is tallied. So I have to destroy their village or something like that. Is that not right? Or I get 8 ops to achieve that. Each mission card will assign you the number of operations you can use during a mission. So I can do a mission right now. I can move one operation force up to its movement allowance. I can scout. So I'm going to scout with the scout first, and we're going to check this objective. This objective says hostile, 1 recruitment point. So I'm going to have to engage in combat with him. And I think I get, so let's look up combat. Let me double check scouting. A force conducting operation make attempt to scouting recon. Qualified unit must be adjacent. Execute the scouting procedure. Scouting procedure. Roll 1 die. On an event result, reveal the objective. On an odd result, on an even result, so I had to roll. So I'm scouting that, but I may not get to see it. So we're going to do this. We're going to, well, I'll leave it there. I know what it is. But on an even, I know what it is. Yep. So I achieved that after all. So I know what it is. This is very cool. Very simple. Okay, now what? Okay, so we go back. Now I can move, right? So that's this is still part of Ops 1. So is that first Ops? So I have to do all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make an objective. So in one op, you may recruit or scout. Okay, I'm scouting. You may move 1 force. You may draw an operations card. If our enemy forces are present, you go to combat. Okay, so I have scouted. So I'm gonna make a note here. I've scouted. Now I want to move. We're gonna go ahead and move. I can move 1 unit. It says. So the scouts come back and they tell us that there's something in that Fort William Henry. We're gonna send our big boy. I think he moves 2. We're gonna send our militia in a move. So there's a move. That's gonna lead to combat. That's gonna lead to combat. Combat. I saw it here. Aha, combat. Hostile units are temporarily placed on the map as a result of events. They are placed in the same space the force they are triggered. Hostile units are automatically removed from the map after the battle concludes and placed back in the hostiles bin. Okay, combat is initiated when a force of your units is in the same space with hostile units. As we moved into Fort William Henry, this will occur as a result of Operation card draws sometimes. Combat occurs in the combat segment. Okay, we're not at combat yet. So apparently I'm not at the combat segment. So we're in the movement segment. Okay, so I did recruiting, now movement. And I can move 1 unit, right, through all these ops. So I'm assuming I can move in multiple directions. Each mission card will assign you a number of ops you can use during a mission. The number of ops is tallied by the number of op cards remaining in the draw deck. 1 operation is defined as 1 raider force taking the following actions. So 1 raider force, that's the militia. Okay. We've recruited, we scouted, yes. We moved there, yes. Now, operations card, pick 1 op card. Okay, so this is part of the 8. So now the card portion, so I'm still in op 1. Wilderness challenge, roll 1 die. This is going to be fun. 4. If you have a long rifle, gain 1 RP. Otherwise, lose 1 RP, never lower than 0. Shoot, we lost a recruit point because I don't have a long rifle. In a wilderness challenge, it looks like it's a bear. On the image, it's a man in a tree about to with an opportunity to take out a bear. Probably would have. That's very cool. So there we go. That one's done, and I'm going to turn them face up so I know it's finished. All right, that's 1 down, and we lost an RT. -1 RP. Wilderness encounters. What happened there? All right, so we're jamming. Combat segment. If there are any hostile units in the space entered, which may be generated by the operations card, etc. Okay, so combat. Let's go over to combat. Combat says, because each force must move individually, generally you will not be able to combine different forces in the same combat. However, there will be other units already in the space and moving force, etc. Okay. Battle procedure. Determine the number of hostile units. If otherwise stated on the roll, roll one die and pick a number of units equal to the result. Cards may call for additional or specific units to be picked. Holy cow. So this says, it just says hostile, 1 RP. So I'm going to be able to earn 1 RP, I take it. Determine the number of hostile units. If not otherwise stated on the card, roll one die and pick a number of units equal to this result. Determine which side has tactical edge. Roll one die for the Raider force and another die for the hostiles. If either side has an elite unit, add 1. The side with the higher total results nets the die roll or tied. The terrain effects chart will give who is a tactical edge. Once tactical edge has been determined, line up all the hostile units in the order of the strongest combat rating and the weakest. If more than one unit has the same value, place them in any order you want. Next, line up all the Raider units in any order you prefer. If the Raiders have the tactical edge, they fire first. The player fires the first unit in line at any hostile unit. If the hostiles have a tactical edge, they fire first. To fire a unit, will roll the die. If the die result is less or equal to the combat value, it eliminates one enemy unit. Note, all units are affected by the same die roll result, regardless of the unit's type strength. Opposing units alternate firing. Wow, okay, so let's see if I understand this right. I have to roll a die and see how many units. And then I would pull those hostiles over here. Because that was an objective. It says hostile, 1 RP. I'm assuming that means 1 hostile, right, on the card. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take 1 hostile. Wow, he's a movement 2, and he'll be opposite my militia, which are 2. So 2-2. Now we got to match them up, okay? All right, first round of battle. Line them up. Next, line up all the Raider units in an order you prefer, right? I only have 1 unit. They have hostile 1 RP, 1 unit. If the Raiders have a tactical edge, they fire first. The players fires, so we have a tactical edge. Where's tactical edge? Unit, no effects. That's pretty cool. The combat table's right here. Demolitions table, Indian post-battle table, leader escape table, recruiting chart, terrain effects chart. We are in a fort. Let's see here, movement effect. Okay. Tactical superiority would be to the French. Okay, so they have, that's pretty cool. So they have the tactical advantage. Yeah. No, French fort is blue. We're in a red one. That's ours. So we actually have the tactical advantage for the Rangers. So red is us, actually. Okay. That's counterintuitive. I would have thought red is the enemy. Where's combat? I was just doing combat. There it is. Okay. So we have the tactical edge. To fire a unit, roll 1 die. If the die result is less than or equal to the unit's combat. So my combat value is 2. I need to roll a 1 or a 2 to eliminate him. Bam! See ya. He's done. So we have eliminated this hostile. And I'm going to kind of mix them up here so they're different. And we take that fort, and I have a recruit point. That's pretty cool. And this now objective mark. That's 1 objective down. So we've achieved an objective of our 8, it looks like. Let's see here. Combat segment done. If there is a face-down objective marker in the space in which the force completed its operation, flip it face up, complete the demolitions, and any other actions. Okay, so we actually took that, right? There we go. Now, multiple operations. A single unit or force of units can conduct any number of operations per mission. As long as if you expend 1 OP for each operation, you do not have to use your full number of operations for a mission if you win before then. That's it. So now we continue this concept. Okay, so operation number 2. So that was op 1. Combat went well. We eliminated, and we earned back +1 RP, right? I think I'm doing this right. We eliminated an enemy, and we now have Fort William and Mary. I've got the militia unit there. Let's go op 2. It's turn 2, basically. We're going to send... I can scout with him this objective. I have to roll even to scout Ticonderoga. Even, how about that? So we're going to flip this over, and this says abandoned. It's an abandoned Ticonderoga fort. That is outstanding. So we're going to go ahead, and move this militia to the abandoned. So we've moved. So again, we did scout it again. We moved again. And now we get to pull a card. This will be our number 2 card. Op card. Friendlies. If the operating force has supplies, you may expend 1 and only 1 to gain an op or reveal 1 objective of your choice. Else, no effect. We don't have supplies. So we meet them. We have a little dinner with them. We find out they've been holed up in the Ticonderoga fort, but there's not a whole lot of intel we're going to get from these guys. So that's pretty cool. That's 2 objectives down. However, neither one of them are the objectives we need to win the game. And we're already on card 2. There was no combat. So I think what we're going to do before we finish this mission, we can have multiple units in ops, right? So let's go ahead and, but they have to pull a card. That's the difference. One of these, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left on the map to achieve our mission. I think we're going to go ahead. This guy can move 3, so we're going to go ahead and move again. 1, he can pass through this. 2, I can't scout this, so I'm just going to flip it over and find out what it is. It is info. I gain 1 RP. Outstanding. So we actually get some intelligence here during our op. This is very, very cool. So that's another objective down. We have to pull a card, of course. The card on this op, this is op 3. We moved. Now we're pulling a card. We have massacre. Use the random placement procedure to determine 1 space. If there is an objective in it, remove it. Then use this random placement procedure to replace it on the map. This does not affect objectives being transported. Dang. So if I had an adjacent objective on the map, use the random placement procedure to determine 1 space. So let's find out what space. 3. 3 is Isle of oh no. Isle of oh no, is that right? Oh no. We're not on oh no, so it's not going to have an objective in it. Yep, there it is. So no objective, so we're good. If there was, I would have to randomly roll and move that objective if it was adjacent to my operations. So far things are going well. We may win the first mission. Okay, so that was the card, right? No combat. Op 3 or Op 4. We need to get here, so we're going to move this guy 3. 1, 2. Here we go. 3. If there, I believe it says if there's an objective marker. Let's double check movement. Yep, so I have to stop and flip this for sure. And it says ambush. Oh man, what does that mean? Ambush. We're going to need to draw a card as well. So we can't have the ambush yet because we have to draw the card. This will be, we moved. Card. Now we're doing the card. Pontiac. 1. If the operating force has a leader, gain 1 op. Also, if the Indian unit is currently in the recruit box, place it with the operating force. Otherwise, lose 1 op. Oh, shida. So we actually lose an op. Holy cow. That means I take this op out of the deck? Is that right? There should be like an op ticker. That would be so much better. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4. So this technically is -1 op. So I'm actually at 5, and I get 5 ops before the mission's over. So that kind of screwed me right there. And we're ambushed. Now we go to ambush combat. So let's find out what that means. Ambush. Ambush on the indicator here. Is there an ambush card? There's militia card, camp card, light gun card. I'm not seeing CMF, regulars, Indians, alert, recruits. Info. This remains in a space until recovered. Reveal one concealed objective. Oh, I was able to reveal one, so I can use the info to reveal. So let's do this one. This one is prisoner. So down here is a prisoner. So we learned that on that intel flip. Ambush. If this is revealed by a ranger force entering the space, then a French force appears. Pick a number of French units equal to the current alert level. So 2 French hostiles will attack us. Okay, this is sweet. Okay, 3. We're going to be up against the 3. 3-3, and then there's a 4-2 unit. They do have tactical advantage because they are in a French fort. And here we go. They need to roll. Wow, so this eliminates my force. Is that right? Wow. This will eliminate us if I roll a 3 and below. No. Okay, and I don't guess he can shoot, right? Or no, does he get to shoot too? Let's do this combat. Let's do this right. Combat segment. Second round of battle. Okay, we're doing first round again. Tactical edge. They fire. All units fire. Okay, so he needs a 2 and below, or 1 or 2 to eliminate my unit. Oh, so we got ambushed, and there goes my unit. Shoot. Okay, so that op is an ambush. I think that op is actually revealed, so that's off the chart. But there are 2 French units in this fort, and we know it's not our objective. We know a prisoner's here. So we now know, going into Op 6, this is our objective. So I have a couple here. So we're in pretty good situation here. I think this is working. Hopefully it is. So on Op 6, technically, we're going to move. Here we go. We're not going to scout. We're going to move through Mohawk Valley. We're going to move with our best force, the Pioneers. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We must then draw an op card, right? So we move. Now we draw a card. No scouting on this one. Ranger Relief Column. Make an alert check. Die roll. Less than the alert level. Recruit 1 ranger or light infantry. Oh, we need that. We need that recruit. No, shoot. Dang it. What does it say here? Alert level. So roll die is less than the alert level. No, it is not. Recruit 1 ranger. Place it with your operating force. Also place 1 supply unit with the operating force. So dang it. We really blew that. The ranger relief column missed us. Somewhere along out here in the Mohawk Valley, we missed each other by days or by hours. Okay. We did our card. I can move somebody else on the same op. He can move 4, so we're going to go with him as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 at Fort Bull. We have to draw that op card. Indian ambush, make an alert check. Here we go. So the check must be less than 2. Nope. So die roll is greater, no effect. How about that? That's beautiful. So we avoided an Indian ambush going through the Mohawk Valley. That's kind of how I see that. But that's going to end Op 6. Op 7, we got 2 ops left to win this mission, and that's the only objective we have not flipped over here. Okay, this is a unit. He's a 4-2. He moves well, but we're going to go with the Pioneer unit. We're going to travel into the objective unit. We have to show the objective. It is Depot, 2 RP. Okay, I'm missing something here. We're supposed to destroy a fort on the thing. It says mission: destroy the hostile village. That's interesting. That's interesting. Destroy hostile village, but nowhere does it tell us what the hostile village is. I assumed it was an objective marker, so that's not cool. Depot. Here we go. This remains the place to destroy the demolitions. The instant that ranger unit destroys a depot, select one item of gear. Hostile village to be destroyed. Oh, so I am missing a couple of markers. Hostile village. This remains... Oh, that was the village. The very first one. So I didn't know this. Okay, the very first one that said one hostile, one RP, that was the objective on the very first one. We did that. So I already won. The first militia objective won. I didn't realize that's what it was. Hostile village is that marker. So we actually won already. But we'll go ahead and get all the objectives because what the hell, right? But we've won. So what do we do when we win? That's trip. It says here, success, you gain an op. Okay, so we get to gain an op. So we get another op. Okay, so I guess we get to carry our success over. So we actually lost an op on op 4. We've gained an op. So we'll get a +1 op for that. Let's go here. So really, literally, on the first move we made, I think it was here, not Ticonderoga, we took that. So technically, we gained an op there. +1 op, which allows us to earn stuff here. So let's go down here and get the depot, 2 RP. Let's look at what depot means. See? So it's just a little confusing. I'm assuming it's written, but it's actually the icons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there are 6 objectives. So we have the right number of tokens. I'm not missing anything. Okay, ambush we did. Abandon we met. Nothing happens. Remove the marker. Okay, prisoners, we haven't done that one yet. Hostile village I already did, so I won already. It says here, gain 1 RP. So we should have gained an RP for that. Okay, and it says look up 15-4. See, I didn't recognize what the little icon meant. I thought it was just a counter. 15. So how about that? I won and didn't know it. That was pretty cool. I like when that happens. 15-1. Battle procedure. Okay, that's just if you're... yes, we did that. We went through the battle and we took that. We took that hostile. So we did that. We knocked out those guys guarding the hostile village. Very cool. So now we're at prison. No, we're at depot. 2 RP for this. Where's depot? There it is. This remains in place until destroyed by demolition, either pioneers or gunpowder barrels. Okay, we have pioneers on the thing. That's awesome. Instant that ranger destroys the hostile village, gain 1 point. Look at 15. Oh, that's, excuse me. So we get 2 RP, 15-4. So we have to engage in combat. We have to roll to see how many enemies. 1. Hallelujah. We only have 1 hostile to deal with. And he's a pathetic holder. So 1 guy's guarding this depot, and they can destroy it if I destroy him. We are in a red fort, which is our fort. So this son of a gun was guarding a depot in our own fort, so we actually have the advantage. I need to roll a 1, 2, or 3 to kill him. And we do. Outstanding. He's gone. We get 2 more RP. 1, 2. And we have succeeded. When we leave, this will be destroyed. So we're going to go ahead. Remember, that was concluding our Op 6 move, right? And, of course, we have to draw a card here. Fortunes of War. Roll 1 die result. Okay, so here we go. Roll 1 die. 4. Reduce alert level by 1. Outstanding. That's cool. Like that. So, Fortunes of War, we reduce the alert level. This has been an incredibly successful first mission. Okay, so we moved, we drew our card. Now we're going to move on. We're going to leave them here. Those guys can hold that fort. I'm not going to mess with them right now. I could spend time recruiting right now. I don't have to scout. I don't have to move. I can recruit. But we want to rescue these prisoners, and he moves 3. So we're going to leave here. This will be destroyed, and we're going to get those 2 RPs. So 1, 2... and we get 2 RPs. 1, 2. We're up to 10 RPs. This has been an incredibly successful mission. That objective's gone as that is destroyed. And now we come into the prisoner. We pull a card as we have moved. So this is Op 8, and we have 1 Op left. We moved. And we know there's a prisoner there from the intel that we got at Crown Point. French attack. Make an alert check result. If it's less than the alert level, so 1. If I roll a 1, we're going to end up in combat. Nope. So, they, French attack, it says here, no effect. So, I rolled above it, no effect. So, the French do not attack us. as we come across the prisoners. Now the prisoners say, this remains in place until recovered. The instant that a ranger unit takes control, the prisoners gain 1 AP, and I have to have a battle, so let's see who we battle. 6! Oh, this is where things are going to go bad for us. 1, 2, oh, leaders here. We pushed our luck. We've already won, and we pushed our luck. 4, 5, 6. Well, we're going to start with their big boy. They're all pretty weak combatants. We're going to start with their leader. We are in one of their forts, so they get to go first. We have 1 unit at the top. The odds that we're going to lose these very successful pioneers and not save the prisoners, pretty good. So the leader unit does what? Let's read what the leader unit does for us. Leaders. +2. See leader rule number 33. So this is pretty interesting how this works. They have the icons. They show you what to read. It's not poorly written at all. It takes a minute to get down. 33. Leaders. Starts with every mission. If a raider force wins a battle, roll 1d6 die. If you roll a 6, the player picks 1 leader from the recruit pool. Oh, okay. Place it in the space of that force. So when I won that battle up here, I should have scored a chance at a leader. Okay. But what does that mean? Oh, no. If he wins the battle, he can score. Is that right? See leader rule 33. Rogers starts with every mission. Oh, so I should have had the leader, Roger, with this group. I didn't. If a raider force wins a battle, roll on a 6 out of F. I get a 6, I score a leader. Okay. Leader escape. At the end of it in combat, roll 1 to see if the leader is lost in battle. Okay, so he doesn't actually fight. He would be, if he wins the battle, there's no reason, but if he, okay, so he's just here. Apparently. Okay. He is hostile. Yeah, he is. That's all they do? Okay, I'm a bit confused, but let's roll the dice. That doesn't seem to make sense. That's all the leader does. Combat. Let's look at combat then. We know they get to go first. It doesn't say anything about leaders here in combat. So they're only, I don't know what a +2 means. I don't get what a +2 leader. Leaders represent superlative commanders. Leader units may be assigned by scenario, by winning a mission, and may appear after winning a battle. Leader units are considered units. Okay, so he should not have been here. He would be acquired in a... Generally, leaders are elite units. They may have other special abilities. Pioneers, engineers, delimited gear. So it's talking about leaders as if it affects me. But what if it's a hostile leader? Huh. That is incredibly confusing because all of the terminology suggests they affect me. Leaders represent superlative commanders. They may be assigned by a scenario, by winning a mission, and or may appear after winning a battle. Leaders are considered units for all game purposes. Generally, leaders are elite units. They may have other special abilities per scenario. If the leader is eliminated, it may not be replaced in a mission. If a raider force wins a battle, roll 1d6, sided die. If the roll is a 6, the player gets to pick another leader from the recruit pool and place them in a space with that force. Sweet. Yeah, okay, so he's basically a 2. He's going to count as a normal hostile unit of a 2. But if they win, I would get to... Now, again, that's for me. With them, he doesn't get to take recruits, right? Okay. He needs a 1 or 2 to eliminate our pioneer. No. Whew. All right, the militia needs a 1 or a 2 to eliminate our guys. This is going to be crazy. If we hold on through 6 enemies, nope. Uh-oh. And by the way, we're at 10 recruit points. This guy needs a 1 to kill us. If we fight these guys off, this is going to be epic. Oh, we're going to do it. Come on, baby. We can do it. These guys need a 1 or a 2. Oh, my God. What if we survive this? Oh, shoot. We're eliminated. And that is that. We've already won. We can't rescue the prisoner. We weren't able to take Fort Jean, but we've won the mission. We have 10 RP. It says here, success, gain 1 OP. So we get to gain an OP for the next mission. So if I was playing a campaign, we could carry this OP over. That's amazing. And all these recruit points can be spent on the next mission, right? That's how that works. So ultimately, we succeeded. We have +1 OP if I was going to continue this as a campaign, and I have 10 RP recruit points. These are irrelevant because you're going to start with your recruits, all spending those recruit points all over again, right? So I guess in a campaign, you would leave them on the map and go to the next mission card, right? There you have it. I think we did that fairly correctly. I will play another game off camera and make sure I'm completely and utterly understand the process. But so far, so cool. Very simple. Scout or recruit, move, draw a card, conduct combat. I mean, if you of course go into a space that has an objective, you have to reveal that objective and deal with that objective. I think I did all of that correctly. The thing I may have done wrong is I'm not certain if I think you can move all your units on one op. So I could have actually had everybody headed out trying to get down here. I could have had guys going this direction to reveal, guys coming this direction to reveal. I didn't have to hold them up there. So I literally could have every unit move during the first operation, and I only pull 1 card. I don't need to pull 4 cards, so I could have had every unit move, right? That's what I'm reading, but I'll have to double check that. But anyway, thank you for watching. That was the very first game of these amazing little mini game series, Rogers Rangers, America's First Commandos, Solitaire. Thanks for watching. Good day.